and she went flying and she landed like this on the ground.
On her head, yeah.
On her head, like thop, 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 like that. So we kind of told her, because, me and Kajol both have this issue, we can't dance well. And so I just thought to some quirky, weird sense of humor that, maybe if I convince her she's a backup dancer, so when she comes round to it, maybe she'll become a better dancer.
But I will tell you the story. It was in Mauritius in that cycle sequence, what happened to Kajol.
First, he threw me off the bike so that I fell and hit my head. You did.
Yeah,
I see the story like that.
I
Please
treat
tell
women
them.
like this only, yeah. But we were to do a cycle thing, and I think Kajol is not very good at cycling. So we were supposed to ride and leave hands or something, and she had been practicing, and then suddenly she slipped. Right in front of me, the whole handle turned, and she went flying and she landed like this on the ground.
On her head, yeah.
On her head, like thop, like that. And because Kajol laughs at everything, then we also naturally laugh at everything. Even,
What has that got to do with it?
Because he laughs at, so we also, ah! And then we went and kind of picked her up and realized it was a little serious. And like, in comic books, you have those little bees and birds and flying. So she like this, like that. And amazingly, she had short-term amnesia. She had lost her memory.
And she truly did. She forgot.
Truly did. First we thought, it's the shock, because she's like, what? She didn't even, later on I'll tell you, she didn't even recognize Ajay when we called him and said...
Liar.
She did. We
you
had to
didn't,
lie.
Kajol.
You
You had no
didn't.
idea.
You had no idea. No, honestly. We called up Ajay to say, and then he called Ajay and all. But she forgot everyone. And we took her to the room, and I think we tried to give her something like Advil of that time or whatever, paracetamol, something. And she had actually lost her memory, and she didn't know who she was with, what she was doing here. And it was really funny if it wasn't so serious. Actually, it was funny. It wasn't serious at all. And at one point in time, I thought maybe we should now convince her that she's somebody else. So even if she never wakes up from this amnesia, then she will always be that person.
Be the backup dancer, basically.
So we kind of told her, because, me and Kajol both have this issue, we can't dance well. And so I just thought to some quirky, weird sense of humor that, maybe if I convince her she's a backup dancer, so when she comes round to it, maybe she'll become a better dancer. Or something like that. It was out of
he told you, convinced her that she's a background dancer.
Background dancer. Out of goodness of my heart to improve your dancing, I just did that. And see, ever since then, have you noticed some of the steps you're getting a little... But she came back, I think a couple of hours of sleep, and then she sort of... and it was afterwards very scary, to be honest, that she genuinely lost her memory. Yeah.